So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Free throw dropped for Al Horford. Some changes for Charlotte. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Paul George comes in for Kent Bazemore. And Richard Hamilton has subbed in for Dwayne Wade. So Horford gets 2. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Charlotte making a switch here. Paul's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Teague's checked in. All up top, Teague covering. Paul dishes to Leonard. Rebound, Atlanta. Here's Bazemore. Sefolosha passes to Splitter, and he converts the layup.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
On the wing, George. Pulls it up. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Beautiful shot that time by PG, Paul George, getting it done.
T kicks to Splitter. There's the pick. He dishes it to Sefolosha. He feeds it to T. Here's Horford. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Charlotte leading by 8. Outside, George. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Back to Leonard. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
Duncan, he's checked in for Leonard. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Kyle Korver, who's checked in for Thabo Sefolosha.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And it's Paul penetrating. He kicks to Gasol. Gasol a screen. It's George on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Duncan. The shot will not go. Good work defensively by Horford. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Teague with the ball. From 11 feet away. That's short off the rim.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
They get a hand on it. And Paul with a clear path to the hoop. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Charlotte making a switch here. Butler's checked in. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Teague with a clean look. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Butler dishes to Hamilton. Stolen. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Teague, and Butler sends it back.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And it's Paul penetrating. There's the dish to Hamilton. That's a 2 from Butler. Marcus Gasol picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Jordan, he's checked in for Gasol. Biyombo comes in for Tim Duncan. Wade, he's checked in for Hamilton, and Smart subbed in for Chris Paul. Atlanta also making some changes here. Paul Millsap's checked in for Horford. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Kent Bazemore. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for T. Schroeder kicks to Hardaway. Here's Millsap, so the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one falls for Millsap. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Atlanta trails by 13, and he gets it to go.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Now here's Smart. He's tightly guarded. Here's Biyombo. Kicks it to Smart. Just 5 on the clock. Atlanta with the rebound.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Here's Hardaway. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Charlotte leading by 11. It's stolen by Korver. Passes it to Schroeder. No one near him. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Jordan's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Butler kicks to Biyombo. Now here's Smart, guarded by Hardaway. We've got 33 seconds left here in the second. That cuts the lead to single digits. Korver's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
The feed to Millsap. Now here's Schroeder. Defense is right there. Back to Millsap. Splitter passes to Korver. Baseline J on the way. And again, it's Atlanta. And here's Smart. And so we wrap up. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. 3rd quarter starting here now. One of the stories here, Marcus Smart getting it done today.
And even though the defensive pressure and attention was squarely on him in that first half, yet he's still able to be the most effective player on the floor.
But for him, Greg, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less, and I'd bet he has even more in store for us during the stretch run.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, we've got Splitter. Kyle Korver is out there with Teague. Then there's Horford. And it's Millsap in at the 3. Up off the screen, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Here's Butler. Here's Gasol. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And so Marc Gasol nails both of them. Atlanta trails by 9. Outside Teague. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Rejected by Gasol. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Six on the shot clock. Teague dishes to Millsap. Shot's good.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
Splitter sets a screen for Teague. Takes a three. Shot is no good. Now Charlotte takes it the other way.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
We call that a collabo because everybody's boxing out and making sure they secure the glass.
Here's Millsap, and the rejection by Leonard. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Here's Butler. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got his third rebound tonight.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
There's the three, and the whistle blows. It'll be on Thiago Splitter. That's foul number 2 for him. Charlotte making some changes. Ken Bazemore comes in for Marc Gasol, and Hamilton subbed in for Butler. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Atlanta. Ken Bazemore comes in for Kyle Korver. Millsap a screen. Here's Bazemore. Rip Hamilton with the rebound.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Atlanta trails by 7. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Teague drives in. Horford. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Duncan, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Ball's knocked loose. Millsap with the steal. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
The turnover total in the first half, only 1, but a totally different story here in the second.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Biyombo is checked in for Duncan. Wade comes in for Richard Hamilton. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Chris Paul. And then for Atlanta, Hardaway comes in for Kent Bazemore. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. Now here's Schroeder. D right on him. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Leonard's got his third rebound on the night.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
Millsap kicks to Sefolosha. Pass to Schroeder. Clock at 6. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness. I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Gasol comes in for Biyombo, and Paul George is subbed in for Kent Bazemore. Millsap with it. Wade picks him up. Millsap a screen on George. Schroeder passes to Millsap to stop the run. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Atlanta trails by 15. They need a good offense.